everyone, and welcome to Girly Talks Podcast. I'm your friendly host, LaTiffany. Today's episode is the unveiling of Howard's dilemma. Today, we'll take a quick dive into the book Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut Jr. We'll be covering the first 30 chapters, so let's jump right in. In chapters 1 through 5, we meet Howard Kimball Jr. He lives in New York City after World War II. He's not just a regular guy. He writes, plays, and does secret spy stuff. Imagine being a spy and a playwright. Pretty wild, huh? In chapters 6 through 10, things start to get a little tricky for Howard. He's struggling with having two different lives, one as a writer during the day and a spy at night. It's like trying to be two people at once. In chapters 11 through 15, we get into the personal stuff. Howard meets someone special named Helga. Their relationship has its ups and downs, and it makes us feel all types of emotions, love and loss. Through chapters 16 through 20, hold on tight. Howard gets involved in spreading messages during the war. But not just any messages, it's propaganda. We start seeing Howard question what's right and what's wrong. In chapters 21 through 25, as the war goes on, Howard is faced with more challenges. The world is in chaos, and it's tough to figure out what's the right thing to do. Lines between good and bad start to blur. In the ending chapters, we now see what happens after all the action. Howard has to deal with the results of what he did. It's a bumpy ride, and we see how it affects his life and everyone around him. So that's Howard's journey. Lots of thinking about what's right, who he is, and dealing with the fallout of his actions. After reading the first 30 chapters of Mother Night, Vonnegut really takes us through a thought-provoking adventure. All right, y'all, we're wrapping up our quick trip through the book Mother Night. As we're reviewing the first 30 chapters, Howard has faced some big challenges. Being a spy and a playwright, dealing with love and tough choices during the war, the aftermath of his actions have really shook things up. As we finish, take a moment to think about how Howard's story makes you feel and what choices you might make if you were in his shoes. The book Mother Night gives us a lot to ponder about life, right and wrong, and the consequences of our actions. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any thoughts or questions, drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep reading and exploring those good books. Take care.